A guy wants to smash my random Stryker3 list with an Abby2 list. Can I stop him? Hey there guys, this is me, Malorian, and this will be another War Machine Battle Report. And this is now the second game of the Steamroller I went to with completely random lists. So again, if you want to see how I made those, go back to that video, but it was kind of different. Now with this here, I'm now in the second game. I got a win in, that's awesome. And I'm now up against Cam Baskel, and he is another press ganger, and he is running here as Legion with Lil 3 and Abby2. Now, neither of these lists were very good for me, but I was hoping he'd drop Lil 3, because at least then I could kind of hide and maybe try and work something out. But no, he dropped Abby2, and I am really in a lot of trouble, because Abby2, with all these heavies, are really going to out-threat me, and they also out-heavy me. So I'm going to have to be kind of maybe hoping he makes a mistake where he maybe gets overconfident and he commits too much, and then I try and take it out early, but that's really going to be my best shot. And if that wasn't enough, there's also a Hellmouth here as well that's going to be giving him the advantage, where if I get up a little bit too much with one of my heavies, he'll just drag me in and kill me. So that's going to suck. So really, I think in the end, I'm not going to be killing Abby. If I win, it's going to be by scenario. So I'm going to be trying to do that on my flag. We're trying to just contest hers. But again, every single time I run a person over there to contest Abby2, she just kills me and gives whatever's called Alpha Hunter or, Conferred Rage, and it's just going to be bad. So talking about bad, he also gets to go first, and when you are dealing with a long threat alpha army, the last thing you want is for them to go first. So yeah, I'm in a lot of danger. Otherwise, if you look there, Proteus, he's using the old Proteus, and I guess he's very off balance because he broke and stuff, so that's why his arms are behind him and stuff like that. But yeah, the only good news I see here is that hopefully my Hunter can do some good damage to the Hellmouth, and I think my Minuteman's in a good spot right now to jump up and get rid of Anissa Rival. So if I can do that, that'd be a pretty much straight point swap, and she's really annoying and could be really doing a lot of damage to me, so that's what I'm going to try and do. He was careful with the Deathstalker on the right to be staying out of my range, so I can't really gain anything there. So really, again, all I can do is just kind of hide for a turn and hope I can pick off some important pieces before we really get started here. So that's what I do. I put up Escort, I put up Fury up onto the Stormclad, the Centurion's going to go up a new Polarity Field, the Hunter's going to go up and then take a shot at the Hellmouth. I think I did 3 points of damage or something like that. I mean, you just got to pick away at that thing. It's kind of awful. Otherwise, my Storm Blades, who I want to save for later, are staying safe back and outside of the the Deathstalker's range. And on the right, I'm just lining up those Rangers so that they can run up and contest. And again, he could go and he could try and shoot the guys in the back and I wouldn't have cover, but that's okay because I want the closer ones who have the best chance of getting up there to contest. Otherwise, yeah, the Minuteman does do his thing, gets up there. With Escort, I can go up 8 and then jump 5, and then I could shoot and I could boost, and that took down her. So Anissa Rival is off the table. Definitely that Minuteman's dead, but hey, that's something. Alright, so on his turn, his Hellmouths are going to move around. He's going to be smashing the Minuteman with Proteus. And then unfortunately for me, now he's using the Carnivian and Typhon to go up there and block line of sight to the Hellmouth, which is a whole bunch of bad. I think maybe I can move to the left to get another line on it, but it's going to be kind of difficult. Otherwise, Abby2 is putting herself on the flag and says, alright, if you don't contest it, I'll score, and if you do contest it, I'll get Conferred Rage. So it's a whole bunch of bad, and I just gotta try and do my best. So realizing that I'm probably going to lose this game, I decide already to go for tie breaks. So Stryker3 puts himself in the flag, again, trying to hope that he kind of like overcommits, makes a mistake, and maybe I could take advantage of it. Otherwise, now I realize I'm kind of like all in, and if the Death Stalker is going to shoot something, I'm going to go for it. So everything's kind of moving on up. And otherwise, I have one ranger who went up to contest, and yeah, that's going to be kind of it. I mean, another thing I might be able to get as well is that if he has everything surging away from his flag, I might be able to go over there and actually score on his flag, which would be hilarious, but we'll see what happens there. That's why really the Stormcallers are heading over that way with the Rangers. Alright, now I did miss a picture here, so I'm going to have to kind of explain his turn and then my turn. I think the reason why I didn't take the picture is because I was a little bit pissed off at myself. What happened is that I was meaning to stay back with my Centurion, so I was out of range of the Hellmouth, and I didn't measure it before. It was just a dumb mistake on my part, and so the Hellmouth was able to drag in the Centurion, and he was to rip it up. His turn was his feet turn, and he just came right into me. Now, Typhon came up and sprayed down a bunch of my guys. I really did not position my Storm Blades correctly. I had a lost spots there, was able to spray multiple of them. I mean, the mini feet giving them extra armor really didn't help them here. It just wasn't really enough. And yeah, I lost a lot more Storm Blades than I thought. Otherwise, he had Proteus come into me on the bottom there, and he was able to destroy my Hunter. So the Hunter is now off the board, and yeah, it was just a whole bunch of bad. He was able to wipe out everything oh no, not everything I had in the zone, because I actually had a couple of infantry that survived. But yeah, it was pretty devastating. So past that then, realizing that he's done his alpha, I've lost a heavy, I've lost a lot of my Stormcallers, I now realize I'm just in a whole bad situation, and I just need to try and do my best and to try and kill off his guys. Now, the problem with Proteus is that he is unyielding. So if you have some way of knocking him down or something, you ignore that. So I go first with my Rage Stormclad, who decides to knock him down and do a headbutt. I missed the headbutt, and then I realized after that it was just stupid because I missed out on 2 attacks. Now, I believe he was armor 22 with Proteus with what was going on, but with my guy there being P plus S 19 and then Fury going up to 22, yeah, I really should have just made those attacks, you know. Instead of missing a headbutt, I should have just made 2 more attacks. Even if I missed one of those, the extra damage making it well worthwhile over the long run. So, real mistake there. To try and help with that then, I then go Stryker, he pops his feet. I'm then going to be, you know, trying to charge in, and I do kill off Proteus, which is good. But I was hoping to kill Typhon as well, but again, it was really difficult because I lost so many of my Storm Blades, and yeah, so I'm on my flag, and I scored a second control point, but with the Carnivian still alive, and Typhon still alive, it is just awful all over. Now, I was also trying, like I said, to try and score on his flag, but I just could not do it. He had that one spell martyr that was behind the wall there, and I just could not kill him off. If I could, one of the Stormcallers could have ran to the flag, but as it was, nope, and now I'm in a lot of trouble. So on his turn, it's a pretty easy matter of just killing the guys around Typhon. The Seraph comes up and then shoots Stryker to flare me. It seems wrong, you know, it seems like a shooting flare should only flare me for shots, not attacks. But either way, you know, a Typhon then charges into me, and you know that's going to go really, really bad. You know, part of me kind of hoped that he'd whiff his attacks, and then I could go in there, and I mean, like, Abby's standing right there, but really, the odds of that happening, with Stryker being on no camp because of how he had to load my guys up to do what I needed to do, yeah, I go down here and I lose the game on assassination. I do get a couple of control points, but that's really it. So overall, guys, I think the real thing for this game here is just the fact that I did not have the answer to his long threat. I did make mistakes. I put the Centurion too close. I made it so that the Storm Blades to be too easily sprayed down and taken out of the fight. So that was a real mistake too. But overall, that's kind of the problem with these random lists, is the fact that you can kind of make them work, and I mean, most of the models and units have a purpose, and if you just use it the right way, you can play a good balanced list and do all right. But if you run into one of these SKU lists that really have a big, huge push between, I don't know, whether it's armor SKU or defense or alpha or whatever, and you don't have anything to really mitigate for that, and there's no answer, you're in a lot of trouble. So, I mean, Cam's a great player, and I mean, even if I brought my good stuff, I'm not saying like, oh, I would have beat him easy, but I mean, at least it would have been a real game, whereas I felt this one here, yeah, I just had to do my best to try and get a couple of control points for tiebreakers, and then hope he made a mistake, and he didn't. So there you go, guys. It's still 1-1, and for the tournament, and that's not bad. I still have 2 tournaments, or 2 games rather, to try and get 1 more win. So hopefully I get it. And otherwise, guys, if you have any thoughts on my list or my play, if there's a few other options you think I could have actually tried during this game, please let me know. And otherwise, we'll catch you later. Bye. Hey there, if you liked watching this video, please go down and give it a like down below you here. And if you have any concerns or questions or comments, please put those in the comment section as well. You know, the best way for me to give you what you want to see is if you tell me what you like seeing and what you don't like seeing. So otherwise, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later.